Hey, welcome back, Dragons. Let me just say really quick that you guys have been showing amazing support. My Twitter and Instagram has basically exploded. I mean, come on, just look at this. Look at this crap right here. This is amazing. You guys have really showed amazing support over this short amount of time, and I just couldn't express enough how appreciative I am of all of the support. Like, it's just, I've never imagined that I would become something like this quickly, especially in such a short amount of time. Um, it's just, it's incredible. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better. All of this happened literally overnight. All I had to do was go on Twitter, make a Twitter account, start posting a little bit here and there, and all of a sudden I've got a bunch of people checking me out, and it's amazing. I just couldn't fathom the thought of, becoming this. Today I'll be going over 5 animes you should watch and a few reasons why I would recommend these animes to you. These may or may not be animes that you've heard of or seen already. Please leave your comments down below to tell me what your favorite animes are and what you guys would recommend to me. So, starting us off at number 1, my favorite anime as of right now is Seirei Gensuki, or Spirit Chronicles, right? Now, the reason why I chose this anime as my number 1 is because I've always been a huge fan of all types of isekais. And if you don't know what an isekai is, I'll just tell you really quick. Isekais are animes where a person gets transported to another world or parallel universe to survive and fight for their own. They basically learn the parts of the new world that help them get along and get through any of the issues that they come across, and they start a whole new life. So this anime is so heartwarming, and I damn near cry every other episode. I mean, the cuteness of it is overwhelming. Like this scene where Rio, the main character, feeds Latifa, his past life admirer, the little girl that we seen on the bus, a sandwich. Just a sandwich was enough to make this girl cry her eyes out. I mean, if you think about it, a sandwich would probably make me cry too. I mean, after what this girl has been through, how could someone be so cruel to somebody like this? Like a little fox girl. Why would you torture something like this? As for the fight scenes, they're pretty decent. They're not bad, I'm not gonna lie. They hold your attention pretty well. It's, very interesting stuff if you ask me. You should check it out. The rest of Season 1 was released late last year after the creator gained their healthy state back. They was in a bad position. They wasn't feeling too great, but they're healthy now, so. For our number 2 on the list is Cautious Hero. Now for this one, it's a bit older and a lot of you have probably already seen this one, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk about it anyway because it's one of my favorites that I enjoyed. It was released in October of 2019. This anime is also another isekai where our main hero, Seiya, is reborn into the world over and over again, and this was all due to his dreaded mistake from his first life. He's extremely cautious, hence the name Cautious Hero, and won't budge at anything without being prepared for it first. I mean, it's ridiculous. This guy literally won't do anything unless he's completely prepared for it. This dude literally worked out for days in his room before he decided just to kill a slime. Now, in most games, you would think, oh, it's just a slime, it's beginner level stuff. I've seen it in video games myself. It's a slime. He prepared for a week just to make sure he was ready to kill this slime. And whenever he did, he overdid it. He exploded this thing over and over and over again. It's hilarious. I love stuff like that. He just went overboard with the whole thing. It's just great. So the fights in this anime are interesting and they do make you laugh a lot. The dialogue in this anime is great. I love it whenever they trash talk each other and she's constantly talking about how sexy this dude is. It's hilarious. It's definitely a good watch if you're into some comedy related animes. As for our number 3, Anohana, the flower we saw that day, is a great watch for you slice of life lovers. Originally released in April 2011, it stars Jintan, a child who has a childhood friend known as Minma, where Jitan is followed around by Minma as a spirit that only he can see. He is the only one that can see her because he can't let go of the thought that he was the reason that she died. During the season, he spends his time trying to relieve himself of the thought that Menma was still with him in spirit because of the fact that, he let it happen. But instead, he convinces his friends that Menma is still there with them because she can't move on into the other life. Later on, they find ways to help her move on to the other side. So number 4 on our list, Akame Ga Kill, is an interesting anime with an assassin's vibe to it, with the main character Tatsumi, who leaves his hometown in search of riches, joining the city of the General Empire. He gets rejected, of course, and picked up by some wealthy residents on the side of the road, only to realize that he can be in horrible places, and people are just terrible people. Some people have really dark secrets that they keep under wraps. The fights in this anime are really cool. They're very well animated. I would definitely recommend watching some fight scenes from this anime if you don't plan on watching the entire seasons. Originally released in July 2014, Season 1 was a huge hit, but sadly there is no verified proof of a Season 2 just yet. But hopefully we will see something like that eventually. Last but not least on our list is number 5, Jujitsu Kaisen. So there's this high schooler named Yuji Itadori. He spent most of his days visiting his sick grandfather in a hospital bed until one day he came in contact with a cursed item. Yes, a finger. Of course, this dude decides to eat the damn thing, as all anime protagonists do. They put themselves behind everybody else in the world. He just decides to eat this cursed demon finger from millions of years ago because, why not, He becomes the host of one of the most feared demons out there, known as Sekuna, the king of curses, then becomes a target of not only the small demons, but the powerful ones too later on. Aired on October 3rd, 2020, it has become one of the more popular animes out there. If you haven't checked it out yet, I would definitely recommend it to you. It's up there on the big list, and it's really neat. Definitely a good checkout. So again, please leave your comments down below and tell me what your favorite animes are. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.
What are you looking for when you